Hi, I'm registered dietitian and chef Abbie Gelman, and today we're gonna make Earl Grey cupcakes with a lemon glaze, one of the most popular recipes in our teaching kitchen at SBH. So there's a lot of ingredients here I'll kind of walk you through. So first we'll start with our dry ingredients. I have oat flour, and we're gonna put in some baking soda, some baking powder, salt, some all-purpose flour, and of course, Earl Grey cupcakes need Earl Grey tea, right? It goes right in there. So we want to mix this all together like so. Since baking is chemistry, we want to make sure that all the ingredients on this dry side, especially the baking powder and the salt and the baking soda, are integrated through all of those oat and all-purpose flours so that when we're cooking off our cupcakes, we make sure that we have enough in every cupcake all the way through. Okay, there's our dry. Now let's move to our wet ingredients. So we have a couple eggs in here. I'm gonna start to just beat those 2 eggs, and then we're gonna add our wet ingredients. So I have here some granulated sugar. For these, we are using about half the amount of sugar that is in a typical cupcake recipe. We also have some oil, like so. Really just wanna get everything integrated nicely in here. Like so. We have our vanilla. We have yogurt. It's plain yogurt that we're gonna put in there. Just put your arm in it a little bit, really get everything beat together nicely. And then we have lemon juice and lemon zest, which makes our Earl Grey cupcakes also super lemony. Gorgeous. It's nice and smooth. All right, now we're gonna take our dry ingredients and we're gonna pour them into our wet. And we're going to gently mix this together and create our cupcake batter. We don't wanna vigorously mix it because that will cause the gluten in the all-purpose flour to form, which will make us have tough cupcakes. And nobody wants to eat a tough cupcake, right? So sometimes you can even turn the bowl and then run your spatula around the side and up through the center. Really gently combining the wet and the dry ingredients in a nice, steady way. And your batter, as you can see, will have some lumps, and that is perfectly fine. It's supposed to be that way. Doesn't have to be super smooth. All right, now that looks great. I'm gonna grab our muffin tin here that we've put our liners in so that we can make our 12 cupcakes. I have the oven at 350 degrees, all set to go. I find it really helpful to use a measuring cup to get our cupcake batter into our muffin tin. And then I have a spoon here to help if needed. There we go. And you can fill these right up to the top. We should have plenty of batter. And that oat flour adds some nice whole grains in there, along with our all-purpose wheat flour. That yogurt adds some protein, magnesium, and potassium. Those eggs add even more protein and act as a binder. There's just so many great things in here. And of course that lemon juice and lemon zest add that nice lemon flavor, but they also add vitamin C. You may be familiar with poppy seed. A lot of times you might see a lemon poppy seed muffin or similar. So this is kind of a variation on a lemon poppy seed. It's a more delicate cake with a more delicate crumb, cupcake style. But it will still have that nice lemon Earl Grey flavor. All right, so this is gonna go into the oven for about 25 minutes at 350. So we'll meet you back here when we're done. All right, so we're gonna have some lemon glaze for our Earl Grey cupcakes. So I have some powdered sugar. I'm gonna put in some milk. This is cow's milk, but you can use almond milk, soy milk, oat milk, coconut milk, whatever you like. I'm gonna carefully whisk this together. And then, of course, lemon juice for our lemon glaze. And you just want it to be thin enough that you can drizzle it over the top. The other thing I will say is you want to make sure that your cupcakes are completely cool before you put on this glaze. And that is because if your cupcakes, which I'm going to show you right now, here's some of them. They look so beautiful, right? Look at that. If they are still warm when you put the glaze on, it's going to really absorb a lot more of that lemon glaze, and it will disturb the crumb and the texture of the cupcake. So if we wait until they're cooled off, then we can use less of the glaze and it will actually stay on top as a glaze. So I have, as you saw, our lemon glaze here, and I just have a little spoon. So I'm gonna gently put some of that lemon glaze on top here of these beautiful Earl Grey cupcakes. Gorgeous. And you can, of course, skip the glaze if you don't want that. They're delicious even without the glaze. All right, so these are the SBH Teaching Kitchen Earl Grey cupcakes with lemon glaze. I am registered dietitian and chef Abbie Gelman. To learn more about the Teaching Kitchen and find recipes and videos, head to sbhteachingkitchen.org. See you next time. Bye.